All right, I'm down here in sunny California, hanging with Sifu Singh, filming his DTAC 8 law enforcement training program. Not only does this program focus on the defensive tactics for officers to keep themselves safe and our community safe, but it also focuses on officer wellness. And there's a portion of this talk that I want to share with you because it's incredibly powerful. It is the morning routine that's called arrive before you leave. Before you leave your house, taking time to center yourself so that you can operate from your center throughout the day and take pauses to recalibrate ourselves so we don't get knocked off our center. I challenge you to incorporate this routine into your daily practice and watch the results unfold.
Let's talk about the routine. Let's talk about the personal wellness routine. The concept is called arrive before you leave. This is your morning practice. You cannot have a slam on the alarm, pound some coffee, rush out. You cannot rush to work. Game's over. We're already 99% of the time what? Talking negatively to ourselves. Add rush on top of that. Chaos. You created it. Yeah. You are the chaos then. And you're the chaos then going into everybody's life. Okay, so if we talk about accurate perceptive awareness and effective interaction, that's not happening until you set yourself up to succeed before you leave your house. Arrive before you leave means arrive in the situation, in the state of operating state you want to be in before you leave your house. Already be in the state. Be in your center before you leave. First thing, when you wake up, H2O. Your body is dehydrated all night long. You need to have sufficient water first thing in the morning. Any of you guys feel like you have a crash and your officers have a crash? We have to address it like 2 p.m. in the afternoon? They just had lunch and they feel hungry and they want to go for snacks. Does that happen to any of you guys? 2 p.m. you need to eat snacks? Okay? The reason is you're dehydrated. Because you just ate lunch. You're dehydrated. Okay? Number 2, break a sweat. 10 minutes, break a sweat. It takes 10 minutes. You have to go anywhere. Break a sweat. Get your body ready to go. 3 and 4 can be in a different order. Here, meditation. Get rid of the word. People don't know what it means. Recalibrate to your center. Return to center of the body, the breath, and the mind. Number 4, a cold shower. Number 5, depending on if you fast, you don't fast, your whole thing. If you are going to eat healthy. I suggest no carbs in the morning. Why no carbs in the morning? It spikes your blood sugar levels. You'll be seeking carbs all day long. Gives you brain fog. Okay, so stick to protein and fat if you can. But again, this is general. Maybe you function better on carbs. Maybe you don't eat. This is eat healthy for you. Learn something new. It could be 10 minutes. Listen to a podcast, read a book. Learn something new that you're interested in. Don't learn something because it's going to help you in your job, your field, or whatever. Maybe if that's what you're interested in, your passion is. This is learn something new in something you're passionate about. This subject just makes you go, oh, I love it. Right? Maybe cooking, maybe gardening. I don't know, sir, I hear you make knives, right? Music, whatever it is. Just 10 minutes. Learn something new. And finally, last but not least, 10 breaths of gratitude. And tell yourself, I'm going to die. Put this in front before you leave your house. So you value your day, because it could be your last. Because one day in the morning when you do this, if you woke up that day, this is going to be true. This is coming true. 100%. You cannot run from it. Sooner you accept it and live, much better. Okay, this is your morning routine. Very simple, right? And I challenge people, do this for 5 days, your life changes. Just do it. Don't do it and it doesn't change your life, call my bullshit. I still haven't had it happen yet. Okay, so this is your morning. Now, what was this morning is what? The transition between the night and into your day. Okay, I'm going to do the night and then we'll talk about the day. Okay, evening. Let's talk about evening practice. How you wind down your day is going to be very important. Okay, so I'm going to come to in the middle in a second of the day, but let's just say the last things that you do at night. I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. What did you do well? Number 2, what did you learn? And number 3, what are you going to do about it? These are 3 magical questions. They're action-based questions. Because when you're sitting late at night, sometimes you're 99% of time is what? Negative in here, right? So if that negative thought is going on in your head, do you think you're going to have a nice sleep? You're not. So this gets you away from that, and maybe you didn't have the best day, but you put your focus on what did I do well today? What was the one thing I did? You got to find one thing you did well. Maybe it was just a very difficult day and you got through it. You did well. What did you learn today? What did you learn about yourself today? What did you learn about somebody else today? What did you learn? And what are you going to do about it? This is very important, is what are you going to do about it? Because this sets into action. Now from here, breathe. And if you pray, now's the time. When you pray, the interesting thing is there's, with prayer, something that misses with prayer is we normally pray for bad things to be taken away. Prayer doesn't work that way. I don't want this to happen anymore. It doesn't work that way. When you pray for the courage to deal with whatever you're dealing with. You don't pray for what you're dealing with to be taken away. Because if you do believe and are connected to something higher than yourself, it's being given to you for a reason. The next thing is, when you pray for others. You don't pray and be like, I hope I get the job tomorrow. You don't make it about you. Prayer is about them. That's how it works. When you pray for someone else and you pray for strength for you to grow and deal with the situations you're dealing with. You do not pray for the situation to be taken away, because whoever you're praying to put it in your life for a reason, and it's not going to take it away for that reason, so it doesn't work, and then we give up on this. You do not pray for an easy life, you pray for the ability to endure a difficult one. Because in those tests and in those challenges is our growth. They are being provided. Things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you, for your growth. This is an important thing to understand of how this function works. So that's where you want to do. And when you pray, do you know where you're praying from? Your center. You're not praying from your mind. You're not praying, oh, let me just do my prayers and go to sleep. You have to go to the center of your heart and let your heart open and pray from there. This is an important thing to really understand the function of prayer and how it works. Remember I said stillness is your superpower? Whatever your belief is, God, the divine, the Tao, Allah, Yahweh, what you believe in, maybe just a higher version of yourself. Whatever you believe in, be still and know that you are it, that there's no separation between you and your higher power. The kingdom of heaven is within, and it always was inside, and it cannot be found outside. So you have to go to your center. That's where the power is. Stillness is the master of unrest. They've also called it the spiritual state of stillness. And they say stillness is the greatest achievement that you could achieve. Why? Because when you're there, you know you're there, and the kingdom of heaven is within. It's not outside. There's no separation between you and your higher power. The moment you realize that, you will never be afraid again or feel alone again. Your fears and doubts will disappear because you're connected to your center, which is connected to your Creator, what you believe. So when we talk about prayer, these are just some mechanics of it that may help empower you. Okay? So, do you see how there's a closing of the day connecting back? There's a beginning of the day connecting. And Dr. Kirk reminded me of something. The first breath. Because remember the warrior's prayer. When I close my eyes and the first breath that I take, I know that I may not open my eyes tomorrow. And when I take this first breath, I know I may not close my eyes at night. So this first, I'm here. Do you see it? What's the first thing you do as a baby? Before a baby goes, wah, what does a baby do? It goes, and what's the last thing you do? In between the and the is the transition of your whole life. Make sense? Now throughout your day, so 5 times throughout the day, what you're going to do is 3 alarms go off for 5 or 3 minutes. Okay, and the alarm goes off. So you've done your morning routine, this is your evening routine. Now throughout the day, so this is a still point, a transition point between sleeping and going out to the rest of the world. This is a transition point between you and your whole day and you returning to the peaceful state of sleep. Now, you add these things in and put it in, do it for 5 days. Do this for 5 days. 5 by 5 by 5 is really what it was called. It was a challenge I told people, and I called it the Stand Strong Challenge. Said to anybody, try it. I do it in my talks and I tell them all the time. So set 5 alarms for 3 to 5 minutes, 5 times a day. Do it for 5 days to introduce conscious still points in your day, conscious transitional points in your day for you to return to center, recalibrate to center. And all you do there is simple. Remember the standing and falling? Just stand and fall and relax down. Because now you're connecting to gravity, and what are you doing? Relaxing down, falling with gravity. You can come back into your breath, breathing in and breathing out, returning to center. Make this like a routine. If you want to go to center to make choices in chaos, you better be training yourself to go to center all the time. You do your workouts, right? I'm going to work out at this time. In your workouts, what do? These are my sets and these are my reps. To get better, and you have to measure it, you have to do the sets and reps of returning to center. This puts you at center. This puts you at center throughout the day. This puts you at center. And the next thing here throughout your day, you're looking for the pause. So in your interactions, did you go time out, pause, stop the world, stop time, step back, create space, take a breath? Now this happens at the same time. Come to center in the interaction. Look around. The look around is just expanding your awareness. You're not here. And then are you making a conscious choice that's not based in your mask? And start charting this. How many times you catch this? And go ding, 1 is a victory, 2, 3. And throughout the day, like, I got 30 times today. If you got 10 of these, your life, the trajectory of your life changes because you're making conscious choices, not reactive patterns. So this method here is introducing the transitions points in your day. And you just have to do it. Build the momentum. If you do this, your life will change because you're going to keep coming to center. And your center, who you really are, is going to start making your choices.